Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Closing Distance by Seven Hills Worship. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. I'm sorry, babies are not part of that gear. But if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can click the three dots next to the like button and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. You can check out my book, How to Save Catholic Schools. It's also on Amazon as we speak, only for $9.99, and you can certainly opine that and leave a review if you really enjoy reading it. If you'd like to check out my merch, yes, I actually have merch. It's on Spreadshop right now. You can go check that out as well. And anything else available to you, go check it out in the description below. Grab your acoustic guitar, you're going to need a capo today, and let's get started. All right, like I said, you're going to need a capo. Now, you can play this song without a capo in the key of E, A, B, C sharp minor. That's all you really need. But for the picking pattern, you're going to need a capo. I think it's the easiest way to play it, capo 4 in C. So here are the chords you need to know. C, G, A minor 7, and F. Those are really the only chords you need, but to play the picking pattern correctly, you're going to need to play these chords specifically the way I'm about to show you. So play the C chord like this. Ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret relative to the capo, middle finger D string, 2nd fret, and B string is covered by the index finger. Woohoo! B string is covered by the index finger, 1st fret, and you're not going to strum or pluck the low E. For the A minor 7, just lift off on that ring finger and you play the same strings. For the G chord, I'm putting my ring finger on the low E, 3rd fret, middle finger, A string, 2nd fret, and that's it. I'm not going all the way down to the high E string, but I'm also going to put the index finger back on the B string for the picking pattern. And I know I keep talking about it, I'll show you in just a moment, but there's one more chord we need to talk about, and that's the F chord. You can play it 3 ways, really. You can play the easy way, which is the index finger, B string, 1st fret, ring finger and pinky on the 3rd fret, covering the A and D strings. That is the F chord, but if you're playing the picking pattern, you should do it this way. Put your thumb on the low E, 1st fret, and then do the same, bless you, just do the same thing with your fingers. Index finger, B string, 1st fret, ring finger, and pinky on the 3rd fret, A and D strings. And you get that bass note. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm just not used to playing it that way, so I'm going to do the cheater way, and that's okay because I'm putting a pattern to this. I'm not strumming all the strings, so I can kind of get away with it. Put your index finger on the low E, again, 1st fret, and then B string is covered by the middle finger this time. When I'm plucking the pattern, this is what it would sound like. And although that's very simple, that's all you need. So let's talk about the pattern right now, and then we're going to play through the song. This is the pattern as it stands. I'm going to break that down for you. I know that looks kind of complicated at face value, but it really makes sense once I describe it and how I'm actually doing it. I actually simplify it in my right hand as well. You could probably get away with a traditional classical guitar finger style pattern, but for me, again, I'm not used to that, so I'm kind of cheating that way too, but I'll describe it after we play through the song, and don't worry, I'll put the chords on screen for you, and I'll say them as we go along. So here we go. C. F, C, F, if ever there is praise, God, C, F, Father, let my worship close. C, A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, C, G, A minor, 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 F, A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, C,
I'm lost in conversation with the pages. Each one a love story for the
F,
ages. Let your word inhabit all my
C.
praises.
Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. Let's talk about the picking pattern, which is obviously the hardest part of the song. I'm going to start with the C chord and put my thumb on the lowest string for each chord. So make sure that your thumb is on the A string for the C, and your index finger and middle fingers are going to cover the G and the B strings for every chord that you play. And that's the first picking pattern from the pattern. So you have your thumb on the A, index finger G, middle finger B. Once you pluck those three strings, you have to let go of the B string. And then the G string is plucked once more. And that sequence is repeated over and over again. Now, when I switch to the F chord, it's not that hard because my thumb is just going to bump up to the low E on my right hand. And of course, my middle finger and my index finger stay on the G and the B strings. And I'm just using, again, my index finger on the low E and my middle finger is covering the B string. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull off on the B string and let it ring open. And of course, the C and the F chord sequence is used for the verse and the intro. So you have those covered. Now let's talk about the chorus. You're going to do the A minor. So it's really the same strings you're playing for the C chord. Then the G, you're going to bump up and play a G shape, but your ring finger and middle fingers don't really do anything, just covering that G chord shape. This is where all the action happens. That B string is going to be let go every sequence. So, and if I think about it, you really don't need your middle finger on that A string second fret, but if your thumb accidentally brushes against it, it's not a bad thing to put down. So putting that low E with the thumb on the right hand, and then the index finger is pulling off on the B string. It would be thumb, index finger G, middle finger B string, let go of the B string. So I'm plugging the B string twice if I think about it. So for the G chord, I'm just doing a G chord shape, really a G suspended shape, and then letting go after that sequence is completed. So thumb, index, middle, middle again, and just going back down to the low or open G. And then the F chord, just like the beginning and for the verses. So for the chorus, A minor, not hard, but you got to make sure you get that apart from rehearsing with others, because you want to make sure you get it down really well. All right, and for the last bit of the song, you're going to take your pick. And for my example, I was just putting it in my mouth. You could probably put it in your lap if you're sitting down or on a music stand, and you're going to strum something like this. And a little slower. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. It may not be exactly what's in the recording, but try to match that as best as you can. There really isn't that much percussion in here, and you want to make sure that the acoustic guitar shines through. This is the part where you can let it all go, and then when the end comes around, let the piano player shine, because that's really their duty at the end of the song. You can still finger the chords, especially if you don't have a piano player or a keyboard player, and it's just you and a vocalist. So just keep that in mind. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. You can donate to my channel by clicking the 3 dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book, How to Save Catholic Schools. It's on Amazon right now. Check out my spread shop as well. There's a link in the description for that. And go and check all the other links that are available to you. Just go ahead and peruse those at your will, and I'll see you very soon. God bless.